Welcome. I think we can work together and resolve this problem in a way that benefits us both.
Do you see red icons in your scoreboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, this lobby is bugged, right? Because I don't see you in my lobby. It's so weird. Can you try to kick me? Can you see in the lobby? Can you try to kick me?
No, I can't.
So you can't see me in the lobby, right? So you can't kick me, basically.
Yep.
Now that's ridiculous. That's stupid, right? Because I can just team kill you and you can't do anything. So Mr. Gamer didn't block me, it was someone else who blocked me and I happened to join the lobby by my own will. And we'll talk about that later, but first of all, I want to talk about the blocking and the blocking system in this game. Now, since the release of the game and since I started playing this game, I haven't blocked a single player in this game. And this applies to all the games I play. I never block players in the game because playing with a bad player is part of playing the game. It is part of the game for me. This is why I never block players. I think blocking is for cowards, blocking is for weak people, blocking is for casuals. And if you want to get easily offended by something, then you are weak and you will block, but I am not that kind of a guy. There is no reason for me to block any player in this game. Give me one reason, give me one good reason that I would block a player in this game. There is none. Like, what is the worst that could happen? Someone insults me, someone's team kills me and teabags me. That is the worst that could happen in this game, and I am not going to get mad for that I am going to put you in my block list. There is not a single person in my block list. It's always been empty. This is not a block list. This is like having a prisoners list. I don't take prisoners, only trophies. And I would rather deal with a toxic player than to block them. That is my approach. Good players and the best players will never block anyone in any game because it doesn't make any sense. It is not playing the game. It just takes the game out of the picture. I think playing with bad players and the worst players is part of the game, and this is why blocking doesn't make sense, and this is why you watching this video shouldn't block any players in this game. And blocking someone doesn't help anyway. Till the time of recording this video and posting this video, you can join if someone blocks you and they can join if you block them. There is a way, and they haven't fixed it. And not only that, people like me have many accounts, so I can still join your game with different accounts and different names. The game is really cheap, like it doesn't really take time to buy accounts and cheap accounts and just to join games with different names. So blocking really doesn't help in preventing the person who is joining you. There is also a problem with the blocking system, which is if you block a player or if someone else blocks you, you can still matchmake with them. Like if you go on the recent players and if you block that player, you will still see the matchmaking happening with that player. However, it will then disallow you to join the lobby. But then if you are having a blocking system, if I am blocking a person who I do not want to see again, then the game shouldn't allow them to appear in my recent players at all. Like, what is this system? What is this dumb system in which I'm blocking a player and if I press on quick play, I can still matchmake with them and see them in my recent players? This is a horrible and a bad blocking system in this game. It is quite evident that joining a player who has blocked you is an immeasurable amount of power in this game, especially if you are playing a class called as Vanguard, where you can't be killed and neither can they kick you from the game. So the players who you join in a blocked lobby are kind of locked in with you and they can't do anything. The only thing they can do is just to leave the game. That is the power which is not supposed to be in the game. And am I a bad person for joining players who have blocked me? I don't think so, because if you see in my video list, I have made videos and these are kind of unlisted private videos and I made these videos explaining how to join block players like in 2022, and I made this video so that the developers know this, and I even made another video labeling it as an urgent fix. This needed to be fixed back in 2022, like 2 years ago almost, and I bug reported like a lot of things for the developers to fix, but the problem is that they haven't fixed it, but there is something which changed. And if you use something called as a Wayback Machine, and if I go to the known issues aftermath known issues website and I change the date to June 5th 2023, you will see that they have mentioned something called as sometimes players can get in the game with other players from their block list in matchmaking as their known issues. But if you look at the current known issues, they have removed it for no reason, but you can still join the players who have blocked you. Now there is something that they change something, and they kind of fixed the bug halfway, but they haven't completely fixed it. And in none of their patch note it says anything. Like, even if they did think that they fixed the bug, they haven't mentioned it in their recent patch note, and this has happened since March 28th, and they changed something in the blocking system, but they haven't put in the patch note. They just removed from the known issues, and I think this is worse than anything. Like, you can't just get rid of a known issue which hasn't been fixed and call it fixed, but then do not mention anywhere in your patch notes. This is the worst thing a game developer can ever do. First, to allow people to join games where a player has blocked you, then to not fix it for 4 years, and then to completely ignore it and remove from the known issues, and then do not ever report it. So the purpose of this video is to have a memory and remember forever how Saber Interactive is a really bad and horrible developer who have this kind of a bug which no other game has, to join players who have blocked you and then not fix the bug for 4 years even after reporting. Right now the bug works. Before it used to work really easily. Right now it is kind of hard to trigger it, but it still works, and it is kind of half fixed, and I'm not going to report and waste my time reporting because I've already done it over the years, and they do not care and they are incompetent. Now, how does the future of me joining players who have blocked me look like? I do not purposely try to join block players. I sometimes ignore if I see that someone is getting in my lobby and is getting matchmake, which is a block player. I do not purposely try to join them for obvious reasons, but I might join. In a rare case, I might join a player who has blocked me. Now, if you are a bad person and you have blocked me, like this guy who has no other choice than to just leave the game because he knows that he can't kick me and neither he can kill me. So if you are a guy like this who goes on Reddit and cries about a bomber special being unfair, then you are a bad person and you are going to have bad time. That is why the only thing you can do is to leave the game. But if you are a good person and you have blocked me, you are not going to face anything. You are just going to have normal time, and I can determine by every movement and twitch that your character makes in the game if you are a bad person or a good person. I kind of forgot to mention how this bug works, so the title is kind of a clickbait, but we ran out of time and I do not have time to explain how this bug works. So up until next time, I'll see you guys later.
He cannot be allowed to leave this place. He will ruin everything.
I'm willing to take full responsibility for the horrible events of the last 24 hours, but you must understand. Our interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind. Everything has clearly gotten out of hand now, yes.